Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Starkside. While you're here, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. So today we'll be talking about the Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home's Matt Murdock. So I think Hasbro giving us this figure is a big deal because Charlie Cox returning as Matt was a huge surprise, especially to fans of the Netflix Marvel shows like me. So I'm really excited to have this figure in my collection. So here we have Matt Murdock and this cool card packaging for Spider-Man No Way Home. So we get the same artwork here like we did with MJ. So at the front we get the logo for Spider-Man No Way Home. At the side we get this nice artwork of the 3 Spider-Man. At the back, we get the same cool artwork here of the 3 Spider-Man and a brief bio of the character. So if you want to read it, you can pause the video. And that's that. Alright, let's get Maddie out of the packaging.
I'm a really good lawyer.
And here we have Matt Murdock. Now before we talk about the figure itself, let's go over the accessories. So this wave has no Build-A-Figure, so naturally this piece doesn't come with any Build-A-Figure parts. So Maddie comes with this brick accessory and his mobility cane. And looking closely at this brick accessory, so this is the brick piece that he caught when a pro Mysterio supporter threw it through the window of Peter and Aunt May's apartment. So we get this "We Believe Mysterio" here, and this looks good. I like the attention to detail that we get here. Also, the reddish brown on the sides of the brick also look great, so nothing to complain much about here. Next up, we get his mobility cane here, so I'm really glad that they added this accessory for Matt here. I do wish we got a shorter version of this when it's folded, but I'm not too bummed about not having that. Anyway, it looks great, so it isn't warped or anything. But what I really love about having this accessory here is that we can recreate a lot of scenes from the Netflix Daredevil show, so I'm really excited to do that. Unfortunately, these are really the only accessories that we get with this figure, so I do wish we got more stuff, maybe alternate hands, maybe hands with some bruises and blood, as Matt is a brawler as Daredevil. So, just a brief bio about Matt Murdock. So, for those of you who don't know, Matt is a blind lawyer who operates as the vigilante Daredevil and protects Hell's Kitchen from the criminal element, kind of like Batman for Gotham. So, this version of Matt Murdock is the same version that appeared in the Netflix Marvel shows, like Daredevil and the Defenders, etc. So he's portrayed by British actor Charlie Cox. And in 2018, those shows were cancelled by Netflix, and it truly felt like real happiness when Charlie Cox returned as Matt in the MCU, starting with Spider-Man No Way Home. Especially now that it has been confirmed that those shows are canon and part of the MCU timeline. So starting with the head sculpt, I think this looks good. It's not 100% Charlie Cox, but I do see the vision of what they were going for. From some angles, it looks so much like Charlie, but if you look at it from this particular angle, it starts to look less like Charlie. But yeah, this still feels like a good Matt Murdock head sculpt. You also get his sunglasses here, which look really good. It isn't lopsided or anything, but I do wish the red was darker, like you're not supposed to see his eyes very clearly through the lenses. I also saw somewhere that these sunglasses are ported into his face from the sides, so it seems like they're removable, so you can try that too. But just to be sure here, I don't want to risk ruining mine, so I'll just leave it on him, as that's how he looks like most of the time when he's not being Daredevil. And the rest of the figure looks great, so I think we can see a lot of reuse with this figure, as it's a figure wearing a suit. Although I don't have a lot of figures with the same build, but still, going over this. So the suit looks great here. So they went for a gray color here, as this is the Matt Murdock that appeared in No Way Home. We get a nice clean white shirt inside the suit, and this black tie is made of this very soft material, so that feels great. The jacket itself is also made of a soft material, so it doesn't really hinder the articulation. I like that a lot. And the arms and legs on this figure are also pinless, so that really helps keep the clean image that this suit has right now. So yeah, I think my main comment about the figure here, about the body here, is it looks very clean and classy. So overall, while the sculpt and paint here seem to be very simple compared to other figures, I'm really liking the look of this figure so far. Now let's go over the articulation for Matt Murdock, so Matty can look up that far and downward as well. His head does rotate and we do get just a little bit of neck pivot here. His arms move upward that far, right at a 90-degree mark, so that's great. And he can bend them down all the way. His shoulders rotate 360. We get a bicep swivel. Pinless double jointed elbows that look really great. His wrists do rotate and move up and down. He has an ab crunch that can bend forward that far and backwards as well. He has a waist swivel, so it feels like a long time since I've reviewed a figure with waist swivel. Moving on, his legs can kick forward very far, but not so much backwards. His hips move outward very far. He has an upper thigh cut, pinless double jointed knees. His ankles move up and down, and he has ankle pivot as well. And I almost forgot, his ankles also rotate. Now for some figure comparisons, here's Matt Murdock next to his client, Peter Parker. And I think they look really great next to each other. I think the scale here is just right. And here's Matt Murdock next to his future teammate, Spider-Man. And personally, I really hope to see these two in their classic suits. Peter in his No Way Home final swing red and blue suit, and Charlie and Matt in his classic all-red Daredevil suit. I think it'll be a historical day when we see these two team up on screen and fighting bad guys. And here's Matt next to his fellow lawyer and fellow superhero, She-Hulk. And here's Matt Murdock next to the Marvel Legends Netflix Daredevil suit from before. And I'm really excited for Daredevil Born Again. And I hope Marvel sticks the landing on this one, because Daredevil is one of the greatest Marvel shows and Marvel content ever to exist. And I'm hoping that the Netflix shows being canon now will lead a lot of people to try and watch them right away. So that's my review of the Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home's Matt Murdock. Despite the lack of more accessories and rather simple paint and sculpt, I think the head sculpt and good articulation make up for it a lot. And the fact that this is a Matt Murdock figure really makes it cool too. So I'm loving this figure. And if you're wondering where I got this figure, so I pre-ordered the Spider-Man No Way Home wave from Collector's Quest Philippines. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of my review. Please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you still haven't, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. You can also follow me on social media. Links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.